Is the custard good? Let's see. It's soft. I don't know what custard is, but it's like ice cream, only better. Wow. Alright, so it looks like 7 a.m. might be the best time to go. No turning back now. No turning back now. That's right.
Alright guys, what's going on? I believe you're watching this video on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And first of all, I want to say thank you guys for supporting the channel, for everything that you've done, keeping this channel alive. I really appreciate it. All the positive comments, the fact that you guys watch and learn and try to apply what I'm telling you means a lot to me. It means that I'm making a little bit of a difference, which is great because there's YouTubers and lifters who've made a big difference in my life. Off the top of my head, Devin Palumbo, Beast Aesthetics, Nick Berg, my buddy Scott Chase, Jason Blah, who I watch at times. It's been POG, Nick Wright for sure, Max Tuning for sure, Nate Figs, Eric the Electric. The list goes on of people who've inspired me to do this and bring you guys content. But you guys are the reason that I can continue to make it, because if nobody watched it, I would have no reason to make the content. I love making it. But it does take hours, it does cost money, camera equipment breaks, it takes time to film, it gets in the way of a lot of things, but it's kind of worth it when I know that I'm making a small difference, and I would like to increase the difference I make. So I want you guys to leave suggestions. I know everyone wants to see an eating challenge or a contest or me get shredded or me get huge. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on getting bigger, working on seeing if we can build more muscle and what it takes to do that, and I will do whatever it takes. If the eating isn't enough and the heavy training and the sleeping isn't enough, well, you guys know what's next. And I'll be real with you guys, as real as I can be without getting demonetized. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But if we're going off the top of my head here, I am taking enhancement for sure, much higher than TRT, and some compounds that are more anabolic than just testosterone. So just to let you guys know, it's not much different than I've been doing all the past fall. So if we are to increase that, hopefully I can tell you guys, but it's really not up to me. Just as a pain in the butt with how YouTube does it. But anyways guys, this is a long leg workout. That was kind of a long introduction. So let's get into the workout a little bit, and then maybe my mind will wander elsewhere. But what did I do yesterday? Well, I had my difficult bench session, and then I had a leg day the day after. So I knew if your bench session just sucked and you've got legs tomorrow and you trained legs with Scott super hard, what are you gonna do today? I figured I should pull back. So that's exactly what I did. I did one set less of sumos with a little bit of lighter weight. And then on hacks, instead of going for an AMRAP with 3 plates and using my lower back, using my glutes, my stomach, my upper back, using my entire body, I slowly worked up to a 3-plate set, and you guys are seeing that now. I'm gonna leave all the compound movements, like the pushing or the pressing, the squatting type of movements in long motion. So it's gonna be like an 8-minute voiceover, but I want you guys, if you're interested in leg training, if you guys have bad or tired lower backs, honestly my lower back was tired after this workout. So I do believe in deadlifts and squats, but at some point in your strength and your training development, as you get stronger and bigger and you're working harder, it's not easy to recover. It's definitely not easy to recover. And the reason I am kind of realizing that now is that I removed barbell deadlifts and barbell squats when I herniated my disc in my back almost 12 months ago now. I removed them. I did try going back and forth, but I kept hurting myself. So I stopped, thank God. I took my own advice and stopped, and the advice of, well, nobody else, I just stopped. And now I'm doing a bootleg perfect barbell squat, and you guys are seeing that now. So let's talk about these sets a little bit. We got 275, well, with 10s, so I just call it 295, even though this isn't 295, but 2 plates, a quarter, and a 10 on each side. And you guys see me burying this. You see my feet are low on the platform, and it almost looks like I'm doing an Olympic squat. Imagine someone catching a barbell over their head, and you'll see that you can't have your butt and hips behind you because you'll fall on your face. Your hips have to be in front so the barbell can be caught. If your hips are back here, you're always gonna fall forward. So I hope that makes sense. Velcro. But anyways, you're seeing me here hit my top set, 3 plates. The angle is not loyal for this set, but I'm actually turn the volume up and let you guys watch this for a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys can admire that full control, not ego lifting. In fact, I want to invent an opposite of ego lifting thing, where you go in the gym and you do lighter than you know you can do. Seriously, I did it for back today, back and bis and tries, and it felt good. If you have a strong muscle group, or you have a muscle group that's struggling to recover, do the opposite of ego lift, anti-ego lift. Go in the gym and do lighter than you know you can. Sure, if it's your bench day and you're on a program and you have to do 70% for triples or something, yeah, do that. Make that your bread and butter. But on your accessory work, do the opposite of ego lift. Just try to get blood flow. Just try to get a contraction. Don't try to get stronger on all your accessory work while you're trying to get stronger on a compound lift. I'm gonna repeat that. If you're progressing on your compound lifts and you're training with intensity, you don't have to progress on your accessory movements. If you bicep curl the 40-pound bar for 3 sets of 10 after your back workout, what happens if you increase your pull-up strength, you increase your seated row strength, you build your traps, and you get a stronger back? When you do the accessory work 4x10, 4 sets of 10, you're more fatigued. You've already done more work. So that accessory work is serving the same purpose as it did when you were very weak. So if you can't do a pull-up and you're doing curls, great. Do all the curls you want. But you're not gonna get bigger arms when you're doing compound pulling movements because you're doing isolations. In fact, you're probably getting big arms in spite of the isolation work. It's probably not helping if your bread and butter is compound movements. And yeah, obviously, it's context-based. If someone wants to leave a comment saying, that's not true, my buddy built huge arms and he can't even do a pull-up, that's fine, that's possible. What I'm saying is, if your buddy had mastered pull-ups and been able to do 5 sets of 10 or chin-ups, he could do no arm curls and he would have the same looking arms, more than likely. So that's my idea with this leg workout, guys. I came in, I went up to a weight that's the strongest I am on hacks. I cut my volume and then I went to the accessory work and just spent a little more time there within a recoverable volume and an intensity that I knew that I could get away with. So there you have it. 8 minutes of dumbbell sumo squatting and hack squatting. No barbells were harmed in the making of this video or workout. So anyways, guys, that's how I train without barbells. You guys have seen it before. And yeah, I'm killing it here on the hams, killing it, and killing the leg extensions, bro. Let it get big as fuck. But no, seriously, guys, I'm just doing what I like to do in the gym. Because sometimes dumbbell sumo squats aren't fun. Sometimes the hack squat hurts. And then it's a little bit fun here and there to throw in some ham work and some quad extensions, which I did with like 35 pounds. So people want to say, oh, you preach all these things, but you do leg extensions. Yeah, I'm doing leg extensions with like a 15th of the stack if there were one there. And that's just because it feels good. For me to extend my leg and flex my quad with a very, very light weight, it feels good on my knee, it feels good on my upper quad, it feels good on my vastus lateralis, the outer quad feels really good, the medialis feels good at the top. These are feelings I don't get when I have 300 pounds on my back and I'm trying to push a sled. It's not the same feeling. Sure, it's the same extension of the leg or the lower leg at the kneecap. It's the same exact muscular motion, but the tension and the way your whole body responds, the way your central nervous responds is different. when you have weight on your back and your central nervous system is trying to fire neuromuscular coordination through your entire body, you're not going to get as good as that sensation in your quads as if you're just sitting there with a couple pounds and you're lifting it. So I do it like that for fun because it feels damn good. And of course, can't do an RZ Fitness leg training session without calves and a little bit of anterior tibialis, which I did mildly off camera, but it's right there in the corner. So that was it, guys, for legs. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for everyone who's watched, liked, commented, made my Thanksgiving day better, which I don't get to spend with my family, but that's what Christmas is for this year. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's time to get booties.
That's a nice workout done.
Let's
go weigh in early morning at Armbrust. Let's see.
How can you work with someone, live next to someone, treat people like family, but then be really cute?
Is that I sweated my butt off and I'm freezing, but let's get this car on. Got a little battery left, and today I need to go to a full-on grocery haul. Now I gotta do a full grocery pickup. Basically every single thing except like ketchup and oil. So we're gonna go to Walmart 8:30 or 8:45 in the morning. Hopefully we're in there during the traffic, then we get out. But let's go to Walmart. I knew I brought Old Faithful for a reason. Good old Wally World. So as a rule of thumb, we'll generally start in the veggies and produce aisle and then end up in the bread aisle. And then from here we get the proteins and the rest of the carbs if we need any, which, man, we need a bit of everything today, so let's keep moving. Rice of choice, rice of choice. Yep, that'll do it. Oh boy. If you guys don't have a little bit of artificial sweetener, Splenda, in your diet, I admire that. Splurging a little. See the macros on here, guys? I like the macros here because you get 23 protein, 8 fat. So if you multiply that by 2, you get 46 protein and 16 fat. So it's pretty perfect for a protein and fat meal. I'm gonna go ahead and splurge today, guys. Alright guys, so once I get at the egg whites, that will be 3 of my protein sources. We already hit every carb. Fats are at home, but we are out of almonds. So that's what we gotta get next, some almonds, but fruits and veg, protein and carbs are officially done. These, I needed help finding them, but they're always stuck in between the soft drinks and the water, so it's kind of hard to find. But appetite is kicking in. A lot of times right after training, I don't feel like eating, and it's usually because I ate just before training. But now the appetite is on fire, which is good, which is very good. So we're gonna get in the car and have meal 2, and then go home and prepare all this. The sun's finally out, and normally I don't do 2 shakes back to back pre-workout. I did have protes, but sometimes things just need to get done on time, and this shake needs to go down. Legs are Alright, so I don't know how well you guys can see this. You've seen it all before. We got our carbs, including our vegetable and fruits. More carbs, and then we have our protein sources and our fats. So, how much did this cost? Unfortunately, we had to spend $90. That's because I got a couple waters and like a $3 thing of Cokes. But for about 85 bucks, I get my protein, my carbs, and my fats for at least a week. And then we got beef after. Turns out Velcro is an animal lover. Aren't you, Velcro? Huh? Huh? You're not vegan? Yeah. Sorry, I just actually find it funny when people call themselves animal lovers and then they have a diet like this. That's pretty much straight BS. I guess I'm not, because I gotta eat.
This is all the food prepped. Rice, potatoes, veggies, beef, and chicken. 2¼ pounds, 4½ pounds. I don't know, that's like 3 or 4 meals of potatoes and about 10 meals of rice, 10 meals of veggies. That's it. Time to grow. Let's grow.